Hello again, YouTube. We're well into October now. In fact, we're nearer November than September. The clocks change next week. The days are getting shorter. It's getting generally more grim and a little bit colder. It's time to put away the leathers and dust off the textiles and just wrap up warm. Summer holidays in the Isle of Man are a dim and distant memory. And so it's wonderful to have some good news to look forward to. The Manx Grand Prix this year came in for a bit of criticism, in fact quite a lot of criticism. Some of it justified, some of it not so much, but criticism nonetheless. It centred around, amongst other things, the scheduling. The organisers have for quite some time now said that they can no longer sustain a 2-week event. It simply isn't financially viable, apparently. And so it is that the schedule has been squeezed and the entire event shortened quite considerably. Within that, the classic TT has sort of been just sort of fitted in where it can. Some years ago, the organisers dreamt up the Isle of Man Festival of Motorcycling, which was essentially a merging of the Manx Grand Prix, the Classic TT and the Festival of Derby, with all the other little bits and pieces going on in between. But that, as I say, no longer a thing. They can't sustain it. So I was absolutely delighted to see this week in the news that the Classic TT is back as a standalone event for 2025. Qualifying kicks off on Wednesday the 20th of August, which means it's slightly interwoven into the tail end of the Manx Grand Prix, I think. But then racing itself will take place over 5 races across the Wednesday and the Friday of the following week. Which means, when you couple it together with the Manx Grand Prix, the two together make for a 13-day event. So almost 2 weeks. So pretty much back to where we were. Now, apparently that wasn't sustainable. Or maybe they've succumbed from enormous pressure from, punters and everybody else. But whatever, the Classic TT is back as a standalone event. I, for one, am absolutely delighted and will be looking to book my ferry ticket as soon as possible.